Welcome to a Rica Test mini lesson presented by the makers of RicaTest.com. Before we get started, if you're watching this, that means you need to pass the Rica Test. Make life easy on yourself, scroll down to the description box below, click the link to the Rica Test bundle, which includes our on-demand course and PDF study guide that is designed to help you pass each of the subtests on your next try. Now, today's question comes from a member, Kathy, within our Facebook group, and if you haven't already joined our free Rica Test study group, apply by clicking the link in the description below. A huge thanks to Kathy because I know a lot of others have this same question, and she asks, what is an example of teaching structural analysis versus syllabic analysis, or do they overlap each other? So let's dive into this. And let's start by remembering what the first term, structural analysis, means. And by definition, structural analysis happens when students decode a word using their knowledge of the root word in combination with the word's affix. It might be a prefix like before the word or a suffix after the word. But you see, that's not easy to remember, so let's make this visual and put some examples to it, shall we? Here we have Structural Analysis Anna. It's a great name, right? Structural Analysis Anna reads, understands, and comprehends words by investigating the structure of a word, often starting with its root. Now, here let's say a student comes across this sentence and knows the girl was riding her and suddenly gets stuck on this word tricycle. This could be the perfect time to use structural analysis to decode the word. And you see, as a Rica test taker, you will be asked to demonstrate your understanding for what is structural analysis, how to teach it, how to assess it, and how to differentiate a lesson to meet the needs of all of your learners. In this example, you can present your expertise on structural analysis by sharing how you'll teach the student to find the root word and investigate in front of and behind the word in order for them to decode what the word means. Now, in this case, you're going to want to elicit to the student that cycle is the root word by asking the student which other words they might happen to know that has cycle in it. Now, the student might say bicycle or maybe even water cycle. So what we do next is we underline the root word. And after that, we see that there's a prefix in front of the word. So we'll focus on that prefix and we'll think of other words that we know in order to find the meaning of tricycle. Let's think. Triangle. Triceratops. Triplets. Now, if you think back to our original word, tricycle, and we put that back into the context of where the student originally found this word, the girl was riding her tricycle in the park. The student can decode the meaning of this word tricycle now as a three-wheeled bicycle. And just quickly, a couple more examples. If we take a new word like disagree, the student can find the root, which is agree, and add what they know about dis to understand the meaning of the word disagree. And then here we have the word undeliverable, which is not only quite long, it has a lot of syllables, but the student can use what they know from structural analysis in order to decode and find the meaning of this word. Let's start with its root. So here we have deliver, and checking the front and the back, here we have a suffix behind, which is able. We know that able means can. So we investigate the front of the word, which we see a prefix of un, and that means not. And here we understand that this is a thing that is not able to be delivered. Now, let's move on to syllabic analysis. This is when students decode a word using their knowledge of the syllables of the word. And a key here is that syllabic analysis helps students learn to pronounce the word. Now, on your Rica test, you're going to want to identify the pattern of the words being used on your exam. Here we have the word rabbit, which has the VC-CV pattern, or vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. Here we have a word kite. Kite uses the VC plus E pattern, plus the word includes the long vowel sound from the I. To answer the question we started with, yes, there is overlap. Both structural analysis and syllabic analysis can be used to teach pronunciation. However, structural analysis is really used also to teach the meaning of words, and that's the big difference here. If you need to pass the Rika test, you want to get it over with and you want to pass on your next try. And that's why you should click the link in the description below and view a free lesson from our on-demand course that provides an in-depth understanding for all 5 Rika test domains that are split up by subtest, so you no longer have to search through some book and figure out what it is you need to study for your upcoming subtest. Because everything you need to pass your next Rika test is in one place, and it's called the Rika Test Bundle. Did I mention that when you get the bundle, there's also a case study workshop that teaches you the step-by-step framework to writing a passing response. Oh, it also includes our easy-to-read study guide, and this is all provided and designed to help make passing the Rika test easier so you can become a credentialed teacher faster. Thanks so much for watching. Find all the links and the resources in the description below, or simply go to ricatest.com.